This is a simple ratio analysis problem. And when you're doing ratio analyses, remember that no one ratio is the magic number. You gather as much information as possible. So here they're asking us to take a look at the current ratio, that's this guy, and the acid test, that's this guy. And the only difference between them is that the acid test looks at just the assets that can very quickly be turned to cash. So we'll do the current ratio first, and that's the 875, the total current assets. That number's given to you in the text. And we're going to divide that by the current liabilities, and that's given at 2638. Now these answers are in millions. So given those two numbers, we divide 875 by 2638, and we come up with 0.33. The current ratio is 0.33. A way to think of that is that for every dollar in liabilities that come through the door, they have 33 cents to pay them. That doesn't sound real good, but you have to look at all the ratios and compare them to other industry entrants. Now the quick assets are just a subset of the current assets. So it's cash and cash equivalents, which is 331, plus the current investments of 63, and again these are all in millions, and then we have net receivables, 230 million. The current liabilities remain the same. So the acid test ratio in this case is 0.24. And again, the way to think of that is for every liability that comes through the door, we have about 24 cents of quick assets that we can make available to pay those bills. Again, doesn't sound great to you and me. We like to have $1 for each dollar worth of bills, but you have to compare it to the industry. Requirement 2 says look at the text, and there's two other entities mentioned. They mention United Airlines, and they mention American Airlines. And they ask you to do the same calculations with those and then compare them. Well, our company, which is Queens Line, okay, this is the fictional Queens Line air freight or airline or whatever, has a lower current ratio and a lower acid test ratio than either of the two entrants mentioned in the text. Therefore, they may be more likely to have difficulty paying their bills on time. May be more likely. There's no guarantee. This does not say that they will not be able to pay their bills. It just says that they are less likely to be able to pay their bills on time than United Airlines and American Airlines as mentioned in the text.